first, let me ask to Alvise Biffi, what are the company doing, especially in Lombardy, on the side of sustainability? What's your sense of what the progress is? Because we feel that it's accelerating, but looking also at the project Altlink BioEco, what's your remarks this morning?
Thanks, Andrea, and morning, everyone. The new industry must be able to decline the paradigms of economic efficiency with even greater intensity, with the need to contribute to the construction of a more sustainable and inclusive production system, and able to offer solutions to the new society's needs. The goal of an economic and ecological transition must combine three factors: economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. For the industry sector, this represents one of the most fascinating challenges of recent decades, and it is the industry duty to take leadership in cohabitation with public institutions at every level at this phase of change, which is, first of all, a cultural change, as well as of approach and technology. Europe, Italy, and Lombardy, each in their own area of expertise and in their own sphere, must raise the bar to the sustainability challenge. It's not a matter of launching slogans, but of combining competitive opportunities with the well-being of people and of our territories. These criteria, which have been in the DNA of our companies for decades, are already becoming real competitive standards that could preclude market access, cost participation, or being part of a specific production chain. We therefore need institutions to help companies, especially SMEs, creating a competitive context so that the sustainability can translate it into competitiveness and development. Lombardy and Lombard companies strongly believe in sustainability and in the circular economy. As Confindustria Lombardia, we are actively facilitating this transition through concrete action. Since the signing of the Lombard Protocol for Sustainability Development, promoted by the Councillor of the Lombardy, Raffaele Cattaneo, thanks Raffaele, which took place in autumn 2019, we have first of all acted on a cultural level by disseminating good practice of our associated companies on sustainability issues. Even more concretely, we are contributing to the definition of a regional waste management plan and the regional circular economy. And in the coming months, we will produce a contribution to the regional strategy for sustainable development, which involve all the thematic work areas of our system in a transversal way, following what has already been elaborated by the Lombardy region. This year, sustainability will be the central theme of our 2021 edition of the global event World Manufacturing Forum. We wait all of you at our main event, which will be in the wonderful location of Lake Como in Chernobyl. The title of the event will be Digital Technology as Key Enabler for Circularity, Perspective on the Future of Manufacturing.
Alvise Biffi, what this macro-regional project makes for the companies? What's your perspective from a more entrepreneurial point of view?
Europe has indicated a new approach to the challenges shared by specific territories. The Alpine macro-region represents one of the main European areas of aggregation, as well as a great economics and innovative hub. It's a real driving force for the economy of the entire continent. We are talking about a strategic area that brings together 7 states, 48 regions, 3 motors of Europe, 80 million people for almost 3 billion GDP. The Alpine space represents the living laboratory for the Manufacturing Sustainability Union, thanks also to the highly innovative capacity resulting from the strong transregional collaboration between institutions, companies, clusters, universities, and research centers. it is a fertile ground for new, sustainable, and winning models of development. Projects such as Alvise Bioeco therefore represent a model of this innovative capacity that at its roots in this characteristic of our territories, enhancing and enriching our supply chain. Thinking in terms of territorial supply chain must become the perspective of European industry. The pandemic, and in particular the failure of the European vaccine plan, has taught us that the self-sufficiency of territories is fundamental. And this must be done by enhancing the peculiarities of the context as well as by building a common framework. Macro-regional projects, by creating this framework, fit into a homogeneous and at the same time complementary context from the point of view of specialization, benefiting companies from a competitive point of view, both in terms of production and enhancement of resources in a perspective of circularity. Europe can no longer act using old paradigms because if we want to compete with China and the US, it's necessary to focus on competitive context and production specialization, of which our continent is very rich. From our point of view, this is the only way to make European industry the main actor for the sustainable transition that is the future of our industry.
Well, thanks, Alvise Biffi.